Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 7, Episode 5. I just watched the Episode 4. If you want to see my reaction video about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye and I'm gonna put the link for the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia, in which you can have all of my reaction videos for My Hero Academia into the chronological order from Season 1, Episode 1 to right now with all of the OVAs and all of the movies. Really, it's such a long binge watching. I think that if you're deciding to re-watch everything with me, it's entire days, maybe weeks that you can spend on it, you know? Maybe you can be interested by that. Okay, guys, let's go for this episode. The last one, it was just to continue with Aoyama, fake French guy. That's how I named him at the beginning of everything. I didn't know that he would be the rat, the spy, and that's why, knowing it now, that nickname seems even more ironic. But yes, it was to continue with him and with the fact that he feels guilty about what he did and the fact that our guys, our students, they're okay to give him a second chance, and without even having him justifying himself, defending himself, like he can't even talk right now. He can just cry and cry again, and they don't care about it. They don't care about hearing more of the reasons why he did all of that. They don't need for him to explain, to beg, to do stuff like that. They know their friend. They know that he's not someone bad. They know that he was forced to do that, and since the beginning they know that he feels guilty about it, and that's enough for them. Me, you know what I think? I think that everyone deserves a second chance, really. Not only, you know, into shows, movies, animes and stuff like that, but also into real life. I think that everyone deserves a second chance, as long as you truly regret what you did, you're doing stuff to prove that you regret and that you want to change, and that still you were punished for what you did by justice, you know, by destiny, I don't know, but you were punished for it. So right there, I can see that he regrets what he did. I hope that he's gonna do something to repair it, to prove that he is not someone like that, by helping our guys with that plan against Shigaraki. But still, at some point, I think that he needs to be punished for what he did, and I hope that they're gonna still think about it, you know, this anime, to still make a little punishment for him. I don't know what form it can take. Like, for example, as I was saying, I'm not expelling you, I'm so okay with it. No, you can't expel him. To expel him right there, to push him away like that, it would really push him to go with the villains, to think that he's someone so bad that he doesn't deserve to be with his friends, with the other heroes. He doesn't deserve to be an hero, he can't be an hero. He's almost by blood, you know, someone bad because of this quirk given to him. It was given to him to be bad. So I really don't think that he needs to be punished like that. But I still think that he needs a little, you know, something like that at the back of his head. We'll see. But yes, our guys, they're okay to trust him. It seems that they planned all of that. I mean, they made these plans against Shigaraki. 2 plans. That's really so great that they thought about 2 different plans. You know, a plan B in case plan A didn't work. It's so great. I'm glad that they thought about it. They made all of that. Okay, Aoyama doesn't know about these plans, and it's better like that. But still, these plans are based on him. On the beginning of everything, the main thing of everything, it's him. And that, it means so much. Also about the fact that they trust Deku. So because of that, if Deku trusts Aoyama, they're gonna trust Aoyama. It means so much, in fact. Last episode we had also some news about Atsume, and that was so nice and fun to have news about her because she's nice and fun and so brilliant, like always. She helped our guys but without truly helping them, you know, officially and all. She didn't do at 100% what they needed, they wanted, but at 90% it's already great, and she's working on the evacuation plan, and that is so cool. I said it, as a refugee, you know, into this shelter, I would trust that evacuation plan blindly, knowing that it was her who was in charge of it, really. So now our guys are preparing these plans against Shigaraki and the other ones, the other villains. What we know about these plans is the fact that they have to separate all of the villains. I think that it's a good idea, but how can they do that without these villains knowing that it's part of a plan of the good side, really to separate everyone like that? For me it means that at the end we're gonna have personal fights, you know, personal targets for each of these villains. But to make them come, you know, to all of these different places, to all of these different fights, it's not gonna be so easy, so I really don't know how they can do that part. We'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, on my Patreon you can have 4 episodes of advance, my reactions and my thoughts to the 4 next episodes already, in full opacity and in full reaction part. It's with the level 3. If you're subscribing right now on my Patreon to the level 3, you're gonna have 4 episodes of advance, the full opacity, the full reaction part, not only for this episode but for the ones to come during the month, and also you're gonna have access to all of the videos that I posted before about My Hero Academia. In case you can be interested, I'm working hard to give you these advantages on my Patreon to thank you for the support that you can give me right there, and also to give you these advantages if you can be interested to have that much of advance, you know, and all of that. Okay guys, let's go for this episode. The preparation, for me it's gonna be still about the preparation. Your house when you were a kid? What about your parents? For sure I'm blaming them for how they were with her, but I'm also blaming society who pushed them to think that their daughter was not okay. Oh fuck. Yourself, like, you know about the quirk which can scratch you from inside and all? It was that for her also. Don't be mean. You're burning our house! For you to do that, it's almost like he wants to be sure that you erased your past. You can be twice, you can have twice quirk. He's screaming like that? Lutin? Not anymore.
ヒーローと呼ばれる者どもに怨恨を抱く異形は少なくなる。我らが残党が同然
I really don't appreciate the fact that you're talking about them like they are something different.
ただの真似事だったその装束は今や異形を導く星となりつつある。そんな仰々しい大義はないんだ。
You could be such a good example for them.
王都たちは貴様を待っている。リ・デストロに代わり貴様が引き金を引くのだ。小市民の俺が何を思うがもはや流れは止められない。
I would love really for Spinner to meet Stain and for Stain to tell him it's not okay what you're doing right now.
シガキ、俺はただお前のために。どうさ井口君、誰もが誰かのヒーローになれるんだ。俺たちが好き勝手動けないことあの方は見越していたよ。
We have other rats inside of the chapters.
遊泳はシガキトムラが行動可能になるのでもう1週間もないことですか。
It's predictable, but oh.
緑やイズクが再びその砦にいられなくなるよ。
話をする暇もない。
You would want to talk with Ochaco about when she defended you and all?
まだちゃんとお礼を言えてない。
第二次決戦の最終プラン、その協議を行う。
ニリちゃん、そこにいるって本当？
No. Harry! Oh!
約30km 離れた場所にある。あなたの本拠地である。
But it's not as much protected. Talk with her.
おお、デク君。浦中さん、あの時はありがとう。いや、あれは別に。細かいこと気にするね、相変わらず君は。外で何してたの？おお、街見てた。私さ、変なんだよ。
That is so, you're so sweet.
強いし、勇敢だし、髪型も似合ってるし、とても優しいし、素敵だし。いや、違くて。
Thanks for compliments!
ふとさ、戸賀卑弥呼が頭をよぎった。私は自分が当たり前だと思うことを言葉にして返した。とても悲しそうな顔してた。街をこんなにして、たくさんの命と幸せを奪ったヴィランだよ。
Doesn't mean that she doesn't have feelings.
戸賀卑弥呼のこと何も知らないって考えてしまう。だから街を見てた。恐ろしい光景を忘れないように。
You're self-focused. Yes, it's the same for you, you're right.
その奥にあるものを無視はしたくない。じゃあ、二人とも変だね。
Oh, you're both human and sweet and I love you so much.
俺も兄がいるからな。お前のとこと比べられちゃたまんねえよ。親兄の好きなものも知らねえ。絶対うどんだな。なった。一緒に食ってやるさ。
You want that?
必ず止めろ。
来てくれてありがとう。
青山君、なんでここに？
両親の弁護士が釈放してくれた。
みんなに伝えるよ。これからまた捜索を。
待って。君と話をしたい。
Okay.
笑えるよね。この崩壊した日本でまだ裁判所が生きてるなんて。
It's a good sign, you know, that your society is still really healthy.
オール・フォー・ワンの本当の目的を教えてあげる。突如として円の価値が大暴落して、多くの日本企業が倒産し始めて、その煽りとヴィランの一斉活性化で各国にダメージが波及している。世界的な雇用の消失、貨幣の
Chaos, he wants to create
大
chaos.
混乱時代さ、日本は見捨てられる。各国、自国の安全が最優先だから。そんな世の中、例えば水が足りない国に飲み水を出せる個性が現れた。ただ一人、圧倒的個人がイニシアチブを取れる土壌が形成されつつある。
Ah, to appear as the one dominate everything, do everything. the dictators gone.
世界が許すはずがないよ。まだ僕たちがいるよ。そうだね。だからきっとこれが最後の爪なんだ。ごめんね。やっぱり僕、パパとママの安全を守りたい。
No, you didn't do that. No, you didn't do that. No, you didn't do that.
僕の最終目標の話よかったよ。パパとママに聞いたのかな。あなたの世界、僕らに幸福を約束してくれると信じてたのに。
I did.
心苦しいなんてもうじゃ。恩知らずめ。演技が迫真すぎるよ、青山君。
Oh! Fuck, I thought about it. Maybe it's part of a plan, of your plan, guys. Okay. Oh, dear. You had me so much. It's okay. Okay.
今この距離にワン・フォー・オールがある事実。さあ、自分。
You know, it seemed also a little weird, really weird, for Aoyama to just be out like that without anyone around.
この状況はすぐに手遅れじゃないか。オール・フォー・ワン。どうやって動かした？バンドならバックホーム行ってて。
They managed to use him to reach him inside of him.
ここでお前を倒せ。
Okay, that's okay, I'm okay. And I didn't see? No, I didn't see. They had me. I'm not gonna play like, oh, that's it, I knew what was happening and all. I had the doubt, you know, but during really 1 microsecond, I was like, no, it can't be, like, I trusted you so much, you can't betray me like that, it's not right. But you know, for me, it was not right according to what I want this anime to be and the messages of this anime to be. So really, I felt betrayed once again. I was like, but no, I trusted you, Deku trusted you, all of our guys, our students trusted you, and really, you saw it during the previous episode when they all just went for it without really doubting of him or anything like that. I was like, okay, that's unexpected. I thought that maybe 1 or 2 would have issues with it because of personal things, you know, which happened into their lives or something like that, but no, not at all. So really, I felt so betrayed, like, come on, I believe in 2 second chance, I'm giving you a second chance, and that's what you're doing with it. And really, his tears during that moment felt so real, and for the master to appear like that at the back, I was like, you know, I was so shocked, but in fact, no. It was a lie, everything was a lie, and everything was planned by Deku and all of the other ones. And in fact, it's so logical because, yes, Aoyama can't be released just like that, just because, you know, courts, lawyers intervened. No, it can't be. In a time of war like that, with a rat and spy like him and his family, and with also everything that they want to do with him, getting him involved into their plans, it couldn't be. But I said it also during that moment, if he would have been released really, I wouldn't have been mad or anything like that. I would have been really like, to still have a justice system into a time of war, it's in fact the proof that your system, your democracy is functioning well. Because even in time of war, you still need for the system in place to function, and the most important one, in fact, it's justice, for not having, you know, people giving justice by themselves, you know, deciding for the rules, you know, for justice. It's in fact the most important thing. So that's why I was not mad at it, you know, if truly it would have been that. Okay, so that was really the beginning of the fight, and we have all of the villains against all of our guys, all of the heroes right there. They all appeared like that, coming out of nowhere. I'm really wondering, for our side, to appear like that out of nowhere, it means that Aizawa and radio guy, they managed to reach their friend deep inside, you know, to use his quirk like that. So to use him, for him to help, like, it would be so great. I would love that. And they are all there present, and it was Aoyama, fake French guy, leading them, making the speech. So cool, really so cool. But they are all there. When your plan, you said it, it's to separate all of them into different areas. Like right there, you have Shigaraki and the master at the same place. When you said that you need to have them at least at 10 kilometers from each other. It's not the case. But that's it, the second decisive battle is gonna happen. It's gonna be big. That's it. Oh wow. Toga, that opening scene with Toga, with her visiting her old house, having all of these memories about all of these times her parents talked like that to her. Clearly they were bad parents in the sense that they didn't know how to be there for their daughter, reassure her about her quirk, guide her well, and for sure they are bad parents, I'm not questioning that. And I'm blaming them for that. But I'm not only blaming them, I'm also blaming a lot this society, and you know that I have a lot to say about this society since the season 1, about the fact that into this society to have someone different, to have someone with a quirk which can be different, already as a kid, it's putting kids into boxes, you know, which are really bad, and because of that they are not helped well, and they have parents who are afraid of their own kids. Like really right there, these parents were bad parents, okay, you know, they didn't know how to be good with Toga, but also they were pushed by society to think that Toga's quirk was not okay, was not good, that she was a villain because of her quirk. Like, it's society, the system in place, which pushed them to think like that, to act like that. If the system in place would have been really more supportive with kids with potential dangerous quirk, you know, to be there more to guide these kids, to help them at a very young age, to warn them also maybe before the quirk appearing about what it can be, what can they do, the fact that it's gonna be okay, the fact that it's scary but that's gonna be okay. Like, clearly it could have changed so many things, and for so many of them. For her to remember that thing about that bird eating her and all, she talked about it like it was something great, when clearly me, I'm seeing it more as what they are saying about quirks which can devour you from the inside, which can be a scratch, you know, inside of you because you're not using it yet. We had that with Shigaraki, but also Eri had that scratch feeling at some point. Meaning, you know, that it's not only bad people who are feeling like that, it's just people who are not using their quirks, who are feeling frustrated because they can't use their quirks. It's also that, you know, quirks, they need to be out, to be showed, you know, and used. And again, if this society could understand that, it would be better. For Dabi to burn her house, I really felt it like someone bad, like without her consent, you know, without even asking her the question, and it felt really like you visited that old house, maybe you still have feelings, you know, you're still wondering about your past and maybe because of that your future, so I'm burning your house so you're not gonna ask yourself the question anymore. Not sure, Dabi, you know, about that move, but at the same time we learned during that moment that Toga has twice blood, meaning that she can use his quirk, so she can also have all of that army of twice of herself. I don't know how she's gonna use it, truly the quirk. It can be really bad. We'll see. We had Tokoyami talking about Dabi and the fact that he wants to take Udon with him, meaning that he's really picturing a world in which maybe they can take lunch together, like they can spend time together. He can meet Chuli's brother. Ochaco and Deku's conversation was so nice. The fact that he thanked her, it's cool. The fact that he made her all of these compliments, it's even better. The fact that she didn't listen to him during that moment, that's not great. But I loved that conversation that they had about people who are not fundamentally bad people and deep inside they are fighting with their past, with what happened to them, and they can be saved, you know, in a way, like they can change. For Ochaco it's about Toga, and for Deku it's about Shigaraki, so yes, that was nice to have that conversation between them. For sure I wanted that discussion to go somewhere else, but well, it's like that. We had also a little about Spinner, and Spinner, I still want for him to meet Stain and to have Stain telling him you joined the League of Villains because you wanted to do what I said, you know, my principles and all of that, and you're not doing that at all, you know, for Stain to give a lesson to Spinner, and so maybe for Spinner to switch. Like, I never thought, for example, that Spinner was a true big bad villain like the other ones. He didn't follow Shigaraki for the same reasons than everyone else, because yes, he can feel rejected and all, but it was mostly because of ideas, you know. He believed into Stain ideas and he wanted to do what Stain said. You know, it's really something more fundamentally, I don't know how to say it. Just the fact that if Stain is disapproving what Spinner is doing, it would be so disturbing for him, for Spinner, so that's why I want that meeting to happen at some point. Oh, and we discovered also that we have other rats inside of the chapters. Is it truly a surprise? No. Did I expect it? No, also, like, I didn't think about it that much, but it's gonna be an issue. We'll see how much. And if all guys, they thought about it, that we can have rats inside. Which is in fact logical, so they should have thought about it, maybe more than me. Ha, we'll see. And I'm not gonna see that right now. Again guys, remember that if you're watching this on YouTube, you can have my reactions and my thoughts to the 4 next episodes with full opacity, with full reaction part on my Patreon. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Right.